What's going on, guys? Handsome Homebuyer here, Long Island's #1 fix and flip investor. And on today's vlog, we are talking about the not so exciting but super necessary, you'll thank me later, corporate structure. Corporate structures. Now, when I first got into business, I feel like I wasted a lot of time and I wasted a lot of money not knowing exactly what the right corporate structure is. Now, let me preface all this by saying I am not an attorney. It is very important to have an unbelievable attorney on your team who you could speak to and an accountant to kind of explain to them where you are and where you think you're realistically going to be going, so you could structure this in a way that makes sense so you're not opening millions of corporations or LLCs, having to shut stuff down. It gets expensive, cumbersome, and annoying. So just to give like a little high level overview of entity and entity structure, and just to give you guys kind of a little format about how things can work if you're looking to grow a business and have rental properties, businesses, a fix and flip operation, development, whatever it is, just to give you kind of like a high level overview of something to think about. So first and foremost, there's a lot of different entities, but the two most popular entities you're going to see are S Corps and LLCs. S Corps have shares, so there's shareholders in them. They're typically divided up equally, so you'll have like 50-50, that type of thing. LLCs have members and they're a little more versatile. You can have different percentages that aren't equal, whereas an S Corp, they have to be equal. So you can have a 70-30, a 20-80, a 50-50, a 60-40. It's easier to sell membership interests and bring in other partners into LLCs, but it's possible with corporations as well. Just two kind of high level overviews of those, right? So when you're putting things together and you have a lot of different businesses, you have a lot of different rental properties, you think you're gonna grow that, you want everything to flow up in a way that makes sense. Little sidebar, accounting is very important. It can get expensive, it's involved, you need the right person, thank God we have Mark, but it is absolute necessity. When you get into business at any level, whether it's small, growing, large, you need to pay for the proper accounting. You need a bookkeeper, you need somebody looking over your taxes, you need a system of checks and balances. If you have a person doing the bookkeeping and somebody different doing your taxes, you have to make sure they're checking each other so that nothing gets overlooked, and it's that system of checks and balances so everybody is held accountable, okay? So what I want you guys to understand is if you're looking to open multiple businesses, if you're looking to have a lot of different real estate holdings, you wanna have something at the top. It's usually a holding company. Typically it's an S Corp, it's an S Corp. In my case, it's an S Corp. I draw a salary out of that. And then there are all other kinds of businesses that are under that are owned by that holding company. So I personally wouldn't own anything. A holding company would be the shareholder or the member of whatever those other entities are. So just give you like 3 examples. So let's say we're gonna open up a business, Captain Permit, Madar Visual, whatever it is, I'm gonna open up a business. That business is gonna be an LLC. That LLC is going to be owned, the member of that LLC is gonna be owned by ABC Holding Company, whatever that is. This business is gonna operate completely independently, and then when it makes money, profits go up to the holding company, and the owner of the holding company or multiple owners of the holding company would draw a salary out of that entity. All right, the same thing can be applied to a rental. You have a rental property that's held in an LLC or multiple rental properties that are held in an LLC. The rental property functions, cash comes in, cash goes out, whatever the profits are at the end of the year, those flow up to the holding company. Even joint ventures. So let's say you're looking to get into a joint venture with somebody or a partnership with somebody. You would form a new LLC. You would be the holding company would be the member of that LLC, and then there would be another LLC where you and your joint venture partner were members of. So just to create layers, and then obviously once this gets dissolved, this can have multiple joint ventures, it can own multiple things, but ultimately it's protected, it's by itself, it's single and separate, it's its own living, breathing thing, but everything flows up to this parent company. This way you're not taking multiple salaries and it's not a hot mess. So this is kind of the cleanest, easiest, simplest way to do it. If you're in the industry and you know that you're gonna have multiple businesses or you're gonna be growing, my opinion, and only my opinion, you open up a holding company and then you have other entities that do your fix and flips, do your development, own your businesses, and more. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate the time. One last thing, today's vlog episode is brought to you by LotusQuotes.com, the #1 free agent tool on Long Island. You list a property as an agent, you go there, you put the address in, it's absolutely free. You get a free CO search from Captain Permit, you get a free tax grievance analysis from Heller Consultants, and you get a free insurance quote, flood, and homeowners policy from the great people at Allstate. Obviously, thank you again. We appreciate it. Leave comments down below and click the subscribe button.